Willis going to throw it right away. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Now a 2nd down and 6. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Moore, the man in motion. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. There's Chris Olave. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Nagar's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Second down throw coming by Willis. That one complete downfield to Thomas.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Willis.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ready, set.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard to about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
Throwing left sideline, complete. It's Wise. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Hubbard again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard
with career touchdown number 70. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The Saints at 7-9 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Okay, ready.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Turn my team! Turn my team! Buffalo AC!
Here's Willis.
Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A beautiful fake.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime of the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slant pass complete to Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 1. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. There's Tremble, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
On the jump.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Quick throw to Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fournette, a first down carry. Down to about the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Nagar's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing over 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Marcus May with a pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the sack on first down, Willis got his man complete over the middle. That's Wise. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Right there, hurt. Warrior 70.
1st and 10, Willis. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. Take some time off the clock.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
60 Bobcats, 19 Lions.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Willis. He's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. For that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
70, hot 70. Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. 18 Cardinals.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Even after the penalty, trailing in the 4th, they've still got to go. It's 4th and goal. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Well, the former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 30 yards. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This is Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, he had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Willis to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
70 Rangers.
Here's Willis. Pass complete. Thomas. He's at the 50. 30. 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall...
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
Got it. Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Reload. Go.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And some space here. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right?
Let's go now.
Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Ready?
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Right back to Hubbard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming.